tell you how my family of 4 packs for a 10-day trip to the beach and how we get all of our stuff into a Honda Fit. Now, previously we had one child, and the Fit was great because you could fold the seat down and put all the stuff in there. But with 2 children, this could be a problem. Obviously, there's not as much space, and where we live, down to the beach where we're going, it's about a 13-hour drive. So the more stuff you have packed in the car, the more you feel like a sardine, and it can get very uncomfortable very fast. So we really try to keep it down to a minimum when we're packing. So I'm going to talk today a little bit about what I'm packing for myself and my husband. So we are going to put all of our stuff in a medium-sized suitcase. Again, this is a 10-day trip, and one of my absolute must-haves when we stay at a beach condo is laundry. And my husband laughs at me, but I don't care because we cannot pack for a family of 4 in a Honda Fit without laundry. It's just a must. So with that, I try to keep things down to like the bare minimum. And how I start is just like this. I'll have everybody lay all their stuff out. I do the same thing with the kids, and usually what happens is as I try to put everything in this suitcase that I've confined myself to, I have to take stuff out, right? So as I mentioned, I'm a mom, right? So this is not a fancy trip. We are probably going to go out to eat a couple times, not at fancy restaurants, so I don't need to bring clothes like I'm wearing today. I have graduation later today, so I'm dressed up, but I'm probably not going to do that at the beach. So you can see my biggest piles right now are t-shirts and like comfy shorts. That is what I live in pretty much at home in the summertime, but also at the beach. So, and then my husband's clothes are over there. They're a mess. I don't know. But I start with the big stuff first. So I'm just gonna pack this suitcase up really quick. Oh, and I usually try and bring like 1 pair of shorts and 1 sweatshirt when I go to the beach because you never know when you're going to get like a rainy day or some cold weather. You want to be nice and cozy in your sweatshirt. So I brought 1 sweatshirt, a couple light shirts. Voila! Now, this is the moment of truth. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we're easily going to get, I could probably fit a few more things in there. You know what? I'm going to bring these shirts. Look at that. So lay them on top. We are good to go. And then I will usually put our shoes, like our flip-flops in here. And then our shoes go in other bags, which I'll show you in a minute. So I do this process for us, and then the same process for the kids. Another really big tip that I have is to pack over the course of like 2 or 3 days, because there's a lot of laundry that needs to get done. And as you can see, my house looks like this at the end of every day. Actually, this is midday. So I have a lot of cleaning up to do on the day-to-day, let alone to add in all this extra packing. So what I try to do is do it over the course of a couple days so I don't forget anything and so it doesn't seem so overwhelming. So this is all of our stuff, and I feel like we've done pretty well. I mean, there's a few other things, our suitcase, obviously, but what I do is just, again, this isn't my first rodeo going to the beach, so I've kind of got it down to a science. So I just use like my great big shopping bags. We have to take towels and sheets when we go to our condo, which is a pain in the butt, really, but it takes up a ton of extra room. Like you can see, there's this bag with towels. Those are beach towels and regular towels. And then this bag over here, which is our beach bag that I've doubled as a diaper holder and sheets holder. So we have that in there. This is like some of the food. We always try to get food for the morning that we're there because nobody wants to go to the grocery store after driving 13 hours. So we'll bring like our coffee, snacks. We have some bagels here, and you know, it's always less costly to buy it here than to buy it down there, but it's not like there isn't a grocery store a few feet away, so we can always go to the grocery store. And then for the kids, I really try to keep, I know this is like really hard, but I try to keep them down to not that many toys on vacation because it's clutter and we always lose things. So Abram, my son, has a diaper bag. August has 1 bag right here that she fills with like coloring books and her devices to take. And then she also thinks she's taking this, but it's probably gonna stay here. And those are her toys. So yeah, that's everything. We'll see how Kyle does getting it in the car tonight. But this is my job, so my portion of this packing is done. So then we just have to get it back in the car. Oh yeah, and one final thing I wanted to remind you all about. I love these at Walmart. I have my Clorox wipes and these antibacterial hand wipes. This is essential because nobody wants to be sick on vacation, right? I also have Lysol spray. You can get the Lysol travel spray. It's awesome. So we just try to keep everybody healthy on our trip.
We have a Honda Fit, as Megan told you, and this has kind of been something, for me at least, I know Megan would probably agree. We got this car before we had 2 kids, and now that we have 2 kids, all that we ever hear from people is, when are you guys going to get a van, or when are you guys going to get an SUV? And you know what? It's gotten to a point now where I'm like, you know what? I don't need a van or an SUV. I'm happy with my Honda Fit, so I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to show people that, you know, you can have 2 kids and travel and have a smaller car because we just honestly don't feel like spending the money for a new car right now. Someday we will, but right now we spend the money on trips like this. So with this Fit, obviously we couldn't do it if we didn't have a rooftop bag. This was like 70 or 80 bucks on Amazon. I've never used one. Hopefully it works. So I'll pack this thing up and we'll show you everything else that gets in the car. So everything's in the back hatch, snack bag in. Cooler can kind of fit right in the middle. Got some computer bags and a nice camera bag. That'll probably set up here, but other than that, we got plenty of room, it looks like. Plenty, not plenty, but comfortable. Much more comfortable than we were in the past. And it is really because of that bag on top. I think that's really going to be a lifesaver for us this year. So no need to buy an SUV or a van just yet.